Hey guys, welcome to my second series of classes and object, which is Python tutorial 26. In this course, we're going to be working with constructors in Python. So let's begin. Okay guys, this is the next cast. So first and first, let's create a class for student. So let's say class student like this, and note this is uppercase S, and when you click on enter, this is going to be indented with 4 spaces, which is indentation in this case. So we have this class student, which simply means that we can start to create our constructor inside this class. To start creating our own constructor inside of this class, we're going to be using a define keyword, which is this def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self, like this. Now this is a constructor. We can add so many parameters inside of this place. So we can add name, we can add ID, which is for students, and also level. I don't want to use class because this is a keyword in Python, so let's use level in this case. So these inits are also called dunder in Python. We have so many built-in Python method. We have the add, like this. We have the string, like this. But init is the most used one. I'm not saying that it is the most useful one. I'm saying that it is the most used one. So let's clear this off. These are dunders. Now let's clear this off. So inside of this place, we can use the self, which allow us to access all the attributes of a class. So we're going to be using the self to access all the attributes. So we can see that self dot name is equal to name. So in this case, you can name this anyhow you want. You can say self dot n is equal to name. What is written here must be inside of this constructor. This must be one of these parameter. So I'm saying that self dot n, which is equal to name. So let me just change it to name. So self dot number, like this, is equal to ID, since ID is a number. And also we can also say self dot lvl, which is equal to level. This must be the same thing as what is written here, and it doesn't matter how you write it. You can write this like this, also self dot lvl, which is equal to level. So there is no need of setting things up. You can just self.name is equal to name, self.level is equal to level, and self.id is equal to ID. I'm just using this just to let you know that you can name this anyhow you want, unless this must not be a number, just like a variable, as we've talked about in our last cast. So self.number is equal to ID, self.lvl is equal to level, and self.name is equal to name. Accurate. So this is a constructor. So in this case, we can create another method like def get student info, like this. So inside this def get student info, we can return something to the user. So let's say return, like this, a formatted string of. So firstly, let's return an ID, self.number, like this. You're going to be using what you wrote here. So self.number, like this, and self.lvl, which is this. So this is a method that we created ourselves, and this is a Python built-in method, which is also known as dunder. So we are using this to construct our student class. So to use this constructor outside of this class, now yeah, we can instantiate the student class by saying that student1 is equal to student, like this. Now this student, we can't just leave it like this. We have to give it some argument. So let's say name first, so always appear. ID, let's say I'm 5, and level grade 12. I graduated last month too. So student 1 is equal to student always appear 5 grade 12. So in this case, I can print student 1 dot get student info, which is this method. So if I should run this code, I'm going to get the expression that I input here. So let's run this code. Run. I have 5 always appear grade 12, which simply means that I can also create student 2, which is this student Mary Alice, ID 3, and let's say grade 10, and print student 2 dot get student info, which is this method. Now if I should run this code, I'm gonna get 3 Mary Alice grade 10. So this is just what a constructor does. So let me create another built-in Donda inside of this class student. So let's create something like a string def, now underscore self, which is this string like this. Now I can return self.name like this. So let's say welcome self.name. So to use this string, I can just go outside there and print student1 without calling any method. So you see, that is the work of a Donda. And also print student2 in this case. So if I should run this code, I'm gonna get welcome always appear welcome Mary Alice. So this is just it for constructor. We are still going to be working more with constructor, and there's gonna be some exercise for you guys to be able to practice more about these classes and object, because it is the most useful topic in Python. So that's just it for this course. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to receive new video.